Storm and 900 Global have each announced a new ball that we'll be releasing on January 17th. One is somewhat familiar, or we at least have something to work with, and the other is brand new with several unfamiliar details. Now, both these balls have videos up already from Storm. I have those linked in the description. The one for the Zen 25 is more of a teaser, but there is a lot of information in the one for the level. Starting with what we know, the Zen 25 is coming from 900 Global. The Meditate core gets the AI outer core upgrade, as it seems everything is. That nudges the core to a 248 RG and an 053 differential in 15 pounds. It was already a strong early symmetric core that now gets a small buff at least. RB83 Pearl shined up with Power Edge is the cover. Remember that the Origin got RB93. We were a little confused on where that put it on strength until Matt Kabansky cleared up the new adjustment to the cover naming convention, and there are a couple interesting pieces of information out there about RB83. The information on the website confirms a return to the 1 to 100 numbered ranking system that Global used to use, which I think is great. Basically, the higher the number, the stronger the cover. And if you remember, the Reality Series covers were 84, while the original Zen was 77. Now, since 93 on the Origin is a quite a bit higher number than they had used before, I'm not sure if it's just that much stronger or if there was a little shake-up or kind of a reset. Either way, we're definitely much closer to knowing what's up than we used to be. Matt also put this on Facebook, 100% nano cover like the original. That leans us the NRG and Microtrax direction. It makes sense because the original definitely felt like a nano pearl ball. Storm's NEX is basically a more dynamic version of that, and it made a return on the physics blackout, so that's what I'm betting we have with the Zen 25, because it definitely looks like it pops more than the original Zen. I think Zach and Tobias will both be getting this one, so we'll see what we have when it gets here, but you do have at least one full regular shot here from Daria to take a look at. The next one is the odd one. It's called the Level. Now, it was leaked several weeks ago, but no one really knew what was going on with it, and now that we have all the information, still not quite sure, even though their video is very informative and there's all kinds of video on all the social media platforms. It seems to be a new blue hammer territory. It looks a lot like the Zen U at first glance too, but the words urethane or urethane-like are nowhere to be found. It also introduces a new line for them called the Lab. Now, according to the website, it's going to be kind of all over the place, where the Premier line, for example, is ASIMs, Master is big symmetric balls, Signature is Belmo balls in the Blackout series, so on and so forth. The Lab, however, is going to be whatever they come up with, from early and smooth to long and flippy, probably both ASIM and symmetric, and seems like they're going to be spending more time on these releases rather than just plugging holes and rotating fresh items in, so to speak. No company really phones things in, but consumers get tired of things quickly and want fresh more so than new, so some releases are just a fresh spin on a specific reaction. This line seems like they're just going to be throwing all kinds of stuff at the wall to see what sticks. Now, to the ball, it reads very much like, again, a new blue hammer Zen U type idea with a couple twists. The Equalizer AI core has a 259 RG and an 027 differential, so higher RG with just enough differential to let you go a couple different directions with the flare. We're in IQ Tour territory with the differential for an easy reference, so depending on layout, you can get it to flare very little or quite a bit. The cover is called RPM Solid, and they're saying we've never seen anything like it before. Usually statements like that are more marketing than anything, but Hammer did find something somewhat unique with the new blue. This one comes at 1000 grit, and I'm going to just read what they wrote about the cover. I think that'd be the easiest. The Level features a brand new cover stock material, RPM, or regenerative polymer matrix. They do expand on that quite a bit in the video. RPM is unlike any cover stock in the history of bowling. The chemistry allows us the flexibility to fine-tune ball reaction without changing any major components of the formula. This first form of RPM is not the strongest version that this chemistry can provide. It is intentionally dialed down and was designed specifically to absorb oil much faster than previous cover stocks at this performance level. There's a strong correlation between oil absorption and friction. As oil absorption increases, the amount of friction between the cover stock and lane will generally increase, causing a faster change in direction when the ball encounters friction. As oil absorption slows, bowlers experience less hook and more control, but sacrifice carry down and hitting power as time goes on. The goal of this first form of RPM was to break this correlation and provide bowlers with a unique combination that has never been seen before in the industry: faster oil absorption with less less response to friction. The new proprietary additives used in RPM had a secondary effect on surface profile that benefits bowlers tremendously. This material maintains its surface profile significantly longer, where most textured bowling balls have the tendency to get smoother or lane shine over time. This means that the cover stock allows for more consistent ball reaction shot after shot. Now, to start with, the point of oil absorption isn't to kill balls faster so that they can sell more to you. The point of it is so that it keeps the surface dry and tacky from shot to shot, which helps consistency of reaction. They do talk about this a lot in the video. If you don't have oil absorption, you have urethane, where the cover stays oily because urethane doesn't absorb oil. Now, sometimes you want that. Sometimes that's a great thing. But sometimes you want a fast-absorbing cover, and that means more maintenance like cleaning and detox treatments. Higher performance balls require more maintenance to keep them at their best. That's just a fact of life. But this sounds quite a bit more durable from a few different angles, which both make me think Motive. Most Motive solids definitely absorb oil quickly, but still have a slower friction response. Maybe not to the degree they're talking here, but Motive for me definitely has the smoothest and most controllable reactions currently on the market, and their covers are also extremely durable, very low maintenance, even though you should definitely do it anyway. The other factor sounds like what Motive's Duramax does. I had a great conversation in the comments of a video the other day with a longtime viewer, and surface is a big bone to pick because, as it's been especially reinforced to me on the left side now, if a ball looks great at 1,000 grit but lane shines in 2 games, I'm just not going to throw it because it's not going to make it through a block or even through a league set. I don't want something that looks great for a game and a half and then gives up because the surface disappears. The idea behind Duramax and what Storm has added to this cover is something that's going to help the ball retain surface much longer. We'll have to see how it stacks up to Duramax because I've been pretty impressed with it, but for now we'll have to get our hands on it to really figure out what's up. Before people get too excited here, I don't think Storm is copying or trying to imitate Motive at all. Everyone chases a certain direction. Having something strong and smooth and durable that lane shines slowly is a desirable goal out of ball reaction in general, just like having something clean and sharp is. So I don't think Motive was trying to copy Storm or Brunswick with their FYJ cover on the Raptor Rush and Primal Rage Evolution. Everyone is just going for desirable ball reactions, and I'm just using this as an example to help you understand where we're at here. I don't think Tobias is interested in this one, but I'm sure Zach will be getting it because it seems urethane-esque. And all this rambling aside, we're going to have to get ball on lane to see what we're really dealing with here. One possibly major factor to point out, though, before I get out of here, is that the lab line is a higher tier line, and the level is $190 on Bowler's Mart, or basically top shelf pricing. Given that it looks like a new Blue Hammer or upgraded Zen U, there's probably going to be some concern there, like there was with the Lightning Blackout. Now, if this ball ends up bringing some Purple Hammer magic, I don't think people are going to care as much, but we could also end up with basically another $200 urethane ball, too. Might have to get a look at it on the house shot because it doesn't sound or look like your average league killer, so sit tight for now because we just don't know exactly what we're dealing with yet. Again, January 17th is the release date. Video links are in the description. Website links are in the description, plus all kinds of other cool things and discount codes, so browse that before you get out of here. Thanks for watching, and may the strikes be with you.